Hello, hope everybody is doing great. I'm back with another topic. Today's topic is communication. The word communication comes from the Latin words communicare, communo, and communis. These words mean to share, exchange, to hold in common. So we can say that communication is the process of exchanging ideas, beliefs, emotions, and thoughts. Communication has been defined by various researchers, scholars, and authors. But according to Oxford Dictionary, communication is the action of conveying or exchanging information and ideas. According to Aristotle, it is search for all available means of persuasion. So we can say communication is a process of sending and receiving information. Communication can be verbal and non-verbal. It can be one-to-one or between groups of people. It can be face-to-face or it can be through communicative devices like telephone. So, communication is a phenomena which is very essential for human beings. We are social animals. We need to interact. We need to communicate. We need to have catharsis. We need someone to listen to us, solve our problem. We need someone who can understand us. So when you have to say something to anyone, we are in fact communicating. We are sharing ideas, our positive feelings, our negative feelings, whatever we are thinking. So communication is very, very fundamental feature of human life. There's some important concepts in communication. There's receiver, there is sender. In other terms, we have decoder and encoder. Encoder is the person who sends the message, who shares the information, who talks. And decoder is the person who interprets the message, who understands what the other person is saying. And whatever is said, whatever is communicated either verbally or non-verbally, through words or through gestures or facial expressions, whatever the other person is getting is called code. Mostly it is applicable to written communication, text or utterances in spoken form, we can say. But mostly people believe that it is written communication. For that reason, they have decoder, encoder, and code. But it's equally applicable to oral communication. Communication has the purpose. We all know that language has the purpose. The very first purpose is to inform. We communicate to share information. When we have something substantial to share with someone, people are more attentive. They listen to us more carefully because we have something meaningful to share with them, either in the written form or either in the spoken form. But when we don't have anything to say, no matter how long we talk, no matter how long we can write, but if there is no solid point to share, people would lose the interest. So always have something solid to say to your audience or to your receivers. Then to explain. The foremost feature or objective of communication is to explain. You explain in our daily life, you explain the situation, we narrate the events, we narrate the histories, what happened, how we got the disease, how we went to the doctor, what happened to the person who lost his life, what happened during the accident. So we always explain. Then we have like machinery, how does any particular machine work. Similarly, when we go somewhere, we explain about the places. So the purpose is to share the things in detail, then to persuade, to convince someone. The objective, we always want someone to do something for us. And for that very reason, we have to be persuasive. We should have that convincing power. Through our communication, people should listen to us carefully and do things according to our desires. So we talk to impress people, to make them do things according to our wishes. So we communicate for that very reason, to inquire. Inquiry is another objective of communication. If we explain it in our daily life, mostly we inquire about our mothers. When we reach home, we're always asked, where is mother? And if we find her in home, we ask, what is in the lunch? What is in the dinner? So this is called daily inquiries we do. Where's my book? Where are my socks? This is to inquire. But when you are in your professional context, you have different sort of inquiries. They can be inquiries about some misconduct, some disciplinary issues. Your students may have some disciplinary issues in the class. You ask, you investigate reasons behind their acts. So inquiry is another important feature of communication. Then to order. When we learn the language, we learn through imperatives. When our parents, they are talking to us, consciously or unconsciously, they are using imperatives. They are ordering us, come here, sit down, go to uncle, go to grandma, go to granny, bring a cup of tea, give me a glass of water, take this spoon. So these are imperatives. Shut the door, open the door. So this is to order someone, to make them do things for you. Your purpose is, your intention is, so those little actions should be done or carried out by your kids. So this is how you learn your language. So we can say that imperative or to ordering something is someone is the first feature of the language we develop in our communication. Similarly, in your professional context, in your business dealings, in your companies, you have to order so many things, ordering your employees, ordering for actions to be carried out. So this is how we fulfill these objectives through communication. Then is to request. This is a polite way of asking someone to do anything for you. You use words like, could you please, may I have your attention? Can you please pass this glass to me, like that? And you can also ask for, I lend your book? So these are the requests, short requests in your daily life, in your daily communication. You make requests. You ask for your friend's notebook. You ask for their registers. You ask for some extra pen. Can I have some extra pen in the class? Can I leave the class earlier? Can I go to the restroom? So these are the basic communications requests you make in your daily life. Similarly, in your professional life, in your academic life, in your business dealings, you also request. You politely request someone to send your order of material in time. So we have plenty of examples for that professional context as well. To adjust. Another important thing about communication is it is carried out to adjust a claim, a complaint. They're basically in your daily life. You also ask for adjustments. You ask for compromises. You ask for settlement. Similarly, in your professional life, in your business life, for your good, for the company of your, for the goodwill of your companies, you make some adjustments. Then to coordinate tasks. When you are in the class, for example, I can make you work in pairs. I can make you work in groups. So you coordinate. You cooperate with each other. You plan your trips, university trips. You plan your parties, welcome party, your farewell party. So you are coordinating You're discussing the plans, you discuss the dates, you finalize the guests, you finalize how to send the invitation. Similarly, when you go to your professional life, you plan events, you organize conferences, you organize workshops. So coordination is another important feature or objective of communication to promote goodwill. First of all, you're more like being a human being. You all want to be appreciated. We all want to be loved. We all want to be known, appreciated. So for that reason, we want to be nice to people. We want to be social. We want to be kind through our communication. We want to impress people. We want to respect them so that we can get that respect back. Similarly, in your professional life, in your companies, in your organization, for the goodwill of your companies, you develop good communication with other organizations. And another important feature is to build human relations. This is very, very important, as I have already discussed, that we are dependent on others. Individually, we are nothing. We belong to a group, we belong to a community. So we have to have good relationships with our community members. We have our communities. For example, if you're studying in an organization, you belong to that organizational community. If you belong to some linguistic community, if you belong to some family, you have your family community. So you need to be associated and related to them. So you have to have a good rapport with them. Thank you for your listening.